Hey everyone, it's Devin here with Devin Does It. I just wanted to go over some estimates for what I think it's going to cost to live in Japan. I have some topics I want to cover and some things that I looked into. Got my laptop here in front of me with some numbers pulled up, so I'll just go over a couple things that I'm estimating that I need to pay for or things that I want to take into account for moving to Japan. Some of the things that I want to go over are housing, tuition, cost of books for school, how much it's going to cost to travel, like if I buy a bike or if I take the rail system, food for however long I stay there, health insurance, and what it's going to cost to get a phone. Um, so let's start with housing. In Japan, I'm estimating that I can get an apartment for hopefully around 800 yen per month, and I'm going to be staying for 5 months. Right now, the school has scheduled me for April to September, and that's 5 months for 2 terms because the terms are it's a quarter system in Japan. So 800 bucks per month. That's at the high end, hopefully in Tokyo. Hopefully I won't have to get somewhere that's 1,000 bucks. I'm gonna try and keep my rent a little bit lowered. That way I can save a little bit more money. Just get a small 1 bedroom place. So 800 bucks per month for 5 months. That's around $3,461. My tuition fee for school was and I'm going to be switching between yen and USD, but I'll total it all at the end with yen and then I'll convert it to USD. And hopefully I can put some numbers up here so that it'll be a little bit easier to follow. So school, the tuition costs 430,000 yen, which is about $3,790 for 5 months. And then there was also a $30,000 application fee for the school to like review my application and look over everything, and that's around $259 USD. I emailed Gaijin Pot and they said that the books are included in the tuition fee, but I'm estimating I might need like $150 for supplies, pencils, notebooks, file folders, whatever, just bits and bobs that I'm gonna need for school. For travel, there is the JR Rail Pass, but I was looking at the website earlier and it looks like you can apply for a 1 month pass and it's like 600 bucks. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just take that money and put it towards a bike. I looked online, people were saying that you can buy a bike in Japan for around $60 to $150. So that, will cut my tuition fee or my travel fee way down. I don't think that the JR Pass is really suited for my needs for living there for 5 months. I think that the money that I put into the JR Pass will not cover my needs because I'm not going to be traveling like from Tokyo to Kyoto on the rail line, or I'm not going to take the Shinkansen either. So I think that buying a bike is probably the most economical decision for travel, or I could get a skateboard too. I'll just ride around. I'm planning to try and live maybe 10 minutes from a popular station, and then also I'll probably be living a little bit farther away from school, so I will bike to school, park my bike, go explore the city. Yeah, so I'm planning on hopefully spending around $100 on a bike USD, and I think that maybe I'll definitely be taking the rail system, so I'm gonna add maybe another 200 bucks a month for travel, for just taking the rail. I think that seems like about a ballpark estimate for it. So that's like another $1,000 for 5 months, and that number I got from Japan Guide, and I'll link the article that I found online in the description below. That way you can take a look and kind of read more into it for what their estimates and all that would be. Another article I found from modernliving.tokyo is a blog that estimated how much food it'll cost for like the average person living in Tokyo. According to the website, it said that it's around 40,000 yen, and that's around $350 a month. For 5 months, that's almost $1,800. And I think that's fairly reasonable. If I shop at $100 Lawson or 100 yen Lawson, I can get like a pack of rice, I can get some cheap meat, I can get cup ramen. I'm sure I'm going to be eating a lot of cup ramen. As well as there's like Yoshinoya, it's like $5 for a breakfast meal. So hopefully I'll spend maybe $10 a day. You know, I mean, if I decide to eat out, eat some nice sushi or get a nice bowl of ramen, that's like another $10-15. So cost of food is not really too expensive in my head. And I'll link that blog post in the description below as well. So just to recap, it's around 40,000 yen for 5 months. Actually, no, sorry, that's 40,000 yen per month. So 346 per month times 5 is $1,800 roughly. So since I'm going to be staying for 5 months, I need to also enroll in the National Health Insurance system. And Gaijin Pot has a guide to enrolling in the health insurance system as well. So if you're staying for longer than 3 months and you're a student, you have to sign up for the National Health Insurance system. If you're doing a short-term stay, like just a tourist visa for 3 months, you don't need to sign up for that, but foreigner insurance is always something good to have just in case you get sick. When I was over there, I got some sort of like laryngitis or something, and I had to go to the store and they gave me some powder to eat, and that wasn't really a fun thing. It would have been nice to be able to go to the doctor and get seen, but I was just there for a few weeks. I didn't really want to go home early because I had a sore throat thing, so I kind of just toughed it out, ate some ice cream, and I felt better over time, but it was really horrible. So I'm definitely going to look into signing up for the health insurance. Gaijin Pot also has an article on this whole thing that goes way more into detail about the requirements for signing up, who needs to sign up, but I believe from what I read, it looks like it's a one-time fee that you pay in June for 16,340 yen, and that's $141, and I'll link that in the description as well. For phones, I'm trying to keep my phone and get a pocket Wi-Fi. So it's this little square that you can walk around with you. You just charge it with a USB, and you're able to tether your phone to it. There's also Wi-Fi at most of the stations and also at like 7-Eleven or a lot of restaurants as well. So I could stop into Starbucks, load up Google Maps on my phone, and just be like that. But I want some internet for home as well. There's also SIM-less smartphones that you can buy. I think they're pay-as-you-go. It's around 1,500 yen, 15,000 yen, or 25,000 yen, which is around $120 to $216. And that's like a one-time fee. You can buy different data plans, and it seems like a really viable option. I don't see myself purchasing a phone or making many calls out there, and if I need to contact anyone at home, I think I'll most likely be talking over Line or WhatsApp, mostly over Wi-Fi, so I don't find myself needing to like stream data. The most I'd be using for internet would be for uploading things online, and if I have like a big file size, I think that one of these little pocket Wi-Fis are a great option because they have unlimited data pocket Wi-Fis that are like $60 a month or something like that. SoftBank has some pretty good deals for short stay terms, so it seems like a viable option for me. Gaijin Pot also has a blog post about this, so I'll post that in the description as well. So the running totals for the cost of living that I have in Japan are 40,000 yen for rent for 5 months, which is about 800 yen per month. 430,000 yen for the tuition fee. It was another 30,000 yen for the application fee. 15,000 yen for books and other supplies. Maybe $100 for a skateboard or a bike, which is 11,000 yen. Looking at 115,000 yen for 5 months of travel. Looking at 200,000 yen for food for 5 months. Looking at 16,000 yen for health insurance. Maybe another 25,000 yen for a phone. 30,000 yen for 5 months for a Wi-Fi plan, and that totals to 1,061,840 yen for 5 months of staying in Japan, which is roughly around $9,000 for 5 months, which I think is actually pretty reasonable. I live here in San Francisco right now, and the rent for my place or for places around my area, it's somewhere like $2,500 a month. So that's like 3 months of rent out here. So living in Japan seems a lot cheaper than San Francisco. I know that people say that Tokyo is supposed to be one of the most expensive cities in Japan, but comparatively, it's ridiculously expensive out here. So moving to Japan is going to be a lot cheaper than I expected, honestly. I estimated that maybe for half a year I might need $20,000 to live in Japan, but it looks like that number is actually cut in half. But I don't know if I covered everything that I need to live in Japan. I think I covered the bases, housing, tuition, travel, food, those are all the essentials. But I think that there's like a key fee maybe for a house. There might be some other initiation fee for like your internet plan at the house or water, depending on if it's included in the house or not. So I hope that I covered everything, but if anyone has any other input, like people that are maybe staying in Japan or people that have researched a little bit more, make sure to leave a comment down in the bottom and I'll try to address the issues. But thanks for watching my breakdown of what I think it's going to take to live in Japan, and I hope that this was helpful for everyone. This is just a rough estimate of what I think it's going to take me, and I think I didn't factor in like money to play with. I'm not going to be just solely going to school and then home and sleeping. Obviously, I'm going to want to enjoy the country, so there's going to be a little bit of money to play like crane games and stuff like that, or go to cafes, go out drinking at night. So maybe add another couple grand on there. I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to definitely try to stay a little bit frugal for the first couple of months, make sure that I get in the swing of things for school, make sure that I'm not eating out too much. I mean, obviously I'm going to go get some nice ramen, but I think that's pretty much covers all the bases for what I need to stay in Japan. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and do all that YouTube stuff, and leave a comment if you got any questions for me. All right, it was nice explaining everything to everyone. See you later.